ad hoc teachers group protest enters 12th day of agitation with no significant progress being made on the demand for the regularization of service. Meanwhile, one teacher hospitalized after falling sick while taking part in indefinite strike on Thursday. In support of Frontier Nagaland demand, the Khemningwan Students' Union, in solidarity with Eastern Naga Students Federation, organizes public walkathon in Noklak. The mass walkathon witnesses participation of various organizations extending support to ENPO's demand. Tobu Area Students' Union and civil societies carry out a mass public walkathon at Tobu on Friday in support of Eastern Nagaland's People's Organization demand for Frontier Nagaland State. Meanwhile, ENSF calls for mass agitation across all Eastern Nagaland areas on Thursday over the separate state demand. Enforcement Directorate carries out searches at nearly 3 dozen locations in Delhi and Punjab in connection with Delhi Excise Policy 2021-22 case. ED along with CBI propping irregularities committed in modifying excise policy with allegation of undue favors extended to license holders. Royal Swedish Academy on Friday names of 3 winners for the 2022 Nobel Peace Prize for award. Belarus human rights advocate Les Bialetsky is the Russian Human Rights Organization Memorial and the Ukrainian Human Rights Organization Center for Civil Liberties awarded the prestigious year this year. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to English Primetime News. I'm Asan. Let's go through the details. The All Nagaland Ad Hoc Teachers Group protest reached its 12th day of agitation with no significant progress being made on the demand for the regularization of service. The demonstration that had started on September 26 was set up after teachers started their hunger strike on September 30. Notably, the Anaji spokesperson, Bandang Uzakam, stated that the hunger strike will continue until the demand is met. Further, he added that if the state government does not accept the demand, the matter will go to the Chief Minister to handle it. It is to be mentioned that on Thursday, one member was admitted to the hospital, which brought the total numbers of agitators who needed medical care to 8.
Today is the 11th day of our agitation and the 7th day of the hunger strike by the volunteers here of the Anaji 2015 batch. Well, things are almost getting a little hard for us to go on as we enter the 11th day, and tomorrow is going to be the 12th day. Somehow we are also praying, since we are already on the 2nd week of this agitation. We are also hoping and praying at the same time that something positive comes out by tomorrow. Yes, it can't be denied that about 8 of our members has been hospitalized so far. The latest victim being a male teacher from Maruchung, taken to hospital today. So, you know, as the longer period we go on this hunger strike, the more harder it's getting for us. So we have had, we have also had tremendous support from different organizations. The most recent being the Kohima Village Youth Organization, coming today with some aid and also some monetary financial assistance. So we are very grateful to all the organizations, though I cannot name all of them particularly at this moment. But we still need the support and prayers of everyone watching us at this hour, at this moment, and God willing, something positive that we are looking for tomorrow. Thank you so much for all the support and help.
The protesting All Nagaland Talk Teachers Group has received support from the Konyak Students Union and the All Nagaland Graduate Teachers Forum over the demand for the regularization of service. The president of KSU, T. Noklem Konyak, and the General Secretary, A. Pangnan, expressed dismay at the situation faced by 8 talk teachers and urged the state administration to resolve the issue with utmost priority. On the other hand, ANGTF requested that the department exert all its conceivable effort to resolve the ongoing problem before things get out of hand. Further, the forum urged the state cabinet ministers to use their political will in order to end the deadlock between the two parties. In support for Frontier Nagaland demand, the Kemningwan Students Union, in solidarity with Eastern Naga Students Federation, organized a public walkathon in Noklak on Friday. The mass walkathon witnessed the participation of various organizations. Notably, ENSF called for mass walkathon on Friday, supporting the August 26 resolution of Eastern Nagaland People's Organization to boycott electioneering in Eastern Nagaland. ENPO is demanding a separate Frontier Nagaland state since 2010. Officials from besides ENPO and ENSF, Kemningwan Tribal Council, Kemningwan Menkui Hoikam, Tang Range Public Organization in a unified manner lashed out at both the central and state government for the neglecting the region and hit out at such partial behavior and approach that left the people of the area deprived and underdeveloped for many years. All office bearers of the organization lambasted the government for such social and economic injustice. Also, all organizations reaffirmed that they will stand by the demand for a Frontier Nagaland state and continue the agitation field. A mass public walkathon was organized by Tobu Area Students Union and civil societies at Tobu on Friday. The main aim behind the walkathon was to support Eastern Nagaland People's Organization demand for Frontier Nagaland, a long-cherished dream for young educated Nagas of Eastern Nagaland. Tobu NGOs informed that the public would boycott the upcoming election 2023 if their demand was not fulfilled. TASU General Secretary stated that under the directives of ENSF, Tobu Town also witnessed walkathon by standing in unity with the rest of the Eastern Nagaland. TASU stands with the support of ENPO's demand and it also stands with the rest of Eastern Nagaland. As per the directives of ENPO, if the demand is not fulfilled, there will be second and third stages of agitation unless the demand is met. If the demand is not fulfilled, the election will be boycotted and they will follow every tactic as proposed by ENPO. TETS President Jacob said that today's demand is the most important piece that they have been demanding for by standing firm with the rest of the Eastern Nagaland.
And we stand with the rest of the Eastern Nagaland. As per the directive from the ENBO, it is first agitation ase, itu aji lagado, aro second phase jabo, third phase jabo. And now we na chaigana fulfill hua na gulido. Ini central government laga positive response laga na gulido. Election bi boycott kurbo na program pona ase. Itu ENBO bra taken by tactics pona nisna mokambi in the itu follow up kurgana jabo.
Mong si rosak, si rosak, ni ko orang no. Future, pemecah kumpul. Berapa kasih kamu tahu ini apa nak urgen. Education yang macam ni lah meaning urgen. Tapi pun mama kerja yang macam ni, yang si cakap baik, yang kita lomang ni, tapi education, tapi yang tangam. Jiran lom kita yang tangam. Jadi apa tahu no, pada yang ada buku, ibu yang ni respond kan. Jadi ia mesti tangam adalah, ia mesti tangam adalah, mesti tangam. education lanjini abano sai ko government ma ngango bani mamdi chini thakko ibiong bole amo o koda pakya na ngi manyo ba bo next module education la ha to ina na to ro na mo kai lo le mu public yo na ta dai ta ba ni ko ta na mo ta ni ye awaso kan dai bo ni da mo ko ni ni mo kan chu sa ko mo de ta
Mokokchung Town Baptist Pastors Fellowship celebrated the Silver Jubilee of its fellowship on Friday at Alampang Baptist Church in Mokokchung. Mokokchung Town Baptist Pastors Fellowship comprises of 23 Baptist churches of all tribes and communities within Mokokchung Town. Executive Secretary of Baptist Arkumungtang, Reverend Dr. Mar Punguner, was the speaker of the Silver Jubilee celebration. While speaking to the congregation, he urged the fellow pastors not to do anything out of selfish ambition, referring to someone who always looked to advance his own agendas, to serve in togetherness and to respect the wisdom and agenda that comes from others. 130 delegates attended the Silver Jubilee celebration. Notably, the NTBPF was formed in the year 2007 with the then associate pastor of Mokokchung Town, Baptist Zaruku, Bendang Longkamer, as the first president of the NTBPF.
Evident in your life or not, self-examination always helps us. I've been in the Christian ministry for the last 31 years, and some of you are in the Christian ministry for much longer than I. But all through the years, one thing that I really love is self-examination. Self-examination. And it is when we examine ourselves, we come to know the low points in our life. It is when I go to the near the cross, I am there kneeling before the Lord, and
as a part of corporate social responsibilities, Mokokchung District Administration, in collaboration with Bangalore-based firm OCWN Financial Corporation, on Friday distributed assistive aids various differently abled persons. The program took place in Conference Hall of Mokokchung Deputy Commissioner Office. Nagaland Legislative Assembly Speaker Sharangain Longkamer graced the event as the chief guest. Speaking on the occasion, Longkamer stressed on changing perception towards disability and addressing the issue rather than discussing it. He lauded the district administration and OCWN Financial Corporation for taking the initiative, saying that it will empower the special abled ones to express and demonstrate their abilities before the world. Deputy Commissioner Shashank Pradap Singh delivered the keynote address, while Civil SDO Sentilong Ozakam gave the vote of thanks. As a part of corporate social responsibilities, Mokokchung District Administration, in collaboration with Bangalore-based firm OCWN Financial Corporation, on Friday distributed assistive aids following differently abled persons. The program took place in Conference Hall of the Mokokchung Deputy Commissioner Office. Nagaland Legislative Assembly Speaker Sharangain Longkamer graced the event as the chief guest. Speaking on the occasion, Longkamer stressed on changing perception towards disability and addressing the issue rather than discussing it. Government has notified prohibition of movement of any vehicles beyond 3 axle along the national highway stretch from Dimapur, Kohima, Kuzama with effect from October 13 to November 13. Transport Department informed that exception has been made for the heavy vehicles carrying materials meant for the ongoing capital connectivity project for broad gauge new line from Dhansiri to Zabza by Northeast Frontier Railway. The load being carried by every such vehicle should be within the limits as provided in the Motor Vehicles Act 1988 and Central Motor Vehicles Rules 1989. The Motor Vehicles Department, in coordination with District Administration and Police Departments, have been directed to enforce strict implementation and cause appropriate signs under Section 116 of the Motor Vehicles Act 1988. District Sports Officer of Siminyo, Zopovi Zecho, has informed that the selection trial for Sepak Takraw for both boys and girls under 14 will be held on October 8 at 11 a.m. in Siminyo Indoor Stadium. DSO also informed that those below 14 years who are born on or after October 12, 2008 are eligible for the selection trial. DSO requested the interested players under Siminyo district to bring a photocopy of their Aadhaar, birth certificate and 2 passport photos for sport registration. Notably, District Sports Officer informed that the selected players will represent Siminyo district in the upcoming 14th State Level Catch Them Young Tournament 2022, which will start from October 13 to 14 at IG Stadium in Kohima. The 3-day Children's Festival came to an end on Thursday, which was held by the Western Simi Baptist Akuhuko Kokakulu at Chike Village Baptist Church. Over 10,000 delegates participated from more than 174 churches under WSBAK. The festival was held under the theme Children of the Light, with the motive to guide the children to the right path and light. The festival is celebrated after every 3 years.
New Year and Gyanvapi anniversary project bali ke new land chani atugo no new kapi private scheme
मेरा नाम तो ये खिविया चुमी से मैं दिमापुर से डिस्ट्रिक्ट पाई से मैं इधर चिल्ड्रन फेस्टिवल चेके विलेज दे स्पेन करे तो बिशी प्रेजेंट बस स्पेन करे से मैं इधर बिशी लर्न करे तो माला मूवी माला कल्चर ला बिशी जानता करना है भी दिस टाइम तो आईना बिशी लर्न करे से गाना साथी हम बिशी लोग पाई से गाना बिशी बाल बिश
My name is Vikshe. My name is Vikshe and I'm all the way from Nltv village. Well, it has been very wonderful. I want to thank all the organizations who have organized such a lovely event for us children, and it has been a wonderful stay. I want to thank you. I want to thank everyone who has organized this event. Well, yes, the last Children Festival, it was organized in 2018, and it is the 3rd year. Due to the pandemic, we couldn't do it in 2020. So it has been a wonderful event, and it has been something new because we missed it for a long time. So yeah, it has been a wonderful.
The Lungfor local festival, which is also known as Potanzu, celebrated at the Mimi Festival, Mimi village of Kifre for a week from 1st October to 6. The main significance of the festival is to harvest paddy after the celebration. It is to be mentioned that the festival celebrated at 8 villages under Mimi Circle, and feast was hosted by VCC of Mimi Village, R. Achimpum. Hey. Another achievement for Manipur police in the war against drugs, as huge consignment of 800 grams of heroin were seized by Manipur police from a vehicle at a police check gate under Palel police station in Manipur. 2 persons have been arrested in connection with the seized heroin and have been identified as Nauba Takelamba and Lingching Kipjen. The heroin consignment was contained in 65 soap boxes and was hidden inside a four-wheeler. Police recovered the heroin when the 2 persons were asked for identification and the vehicle was thoroughly searched at the check gate. The arrested persons have been handed over to the Kaching police station in Manipur for further investigation. In connection with the Delhi excise policy case, the Enforcement Directorate on Friday carried out searches in multiple locations in Delhi and Punjab. The central agency has already arrested Managing Director of Delhi's Jorbagh-based liquor distributor of Indosirit Group, Samir Mahendru, in the case. Prominent people who are accused in the case are Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, former Excise Commissioner Arva Gopi Krishna, Deputy Commissioner Anant Tiwari and Assistant Commissioner Pankaj Bhatnagar. The Enforcement Directorate and the Central Bureau of Investigation had alleged that irregularities were committed in the excise policy and undue favors were extended to license holders. In a major drug crackdown, Narcotics Control Bureau on Friday recovered MD drugs worth rupees 120 crore from 2 places in Gujarat and Mumbai. A total of 10 kilograms of drugs were seized, while 4 persons were arrested from Gujarat. Deputy Director General of Narcotics Control Bureau, S.K. Singh, said that based on information regarding the sale of MD drugs provided by Naval Intelligence Unit of Jamnagar, Naval Intelligence Unit together with NCB seized around 10 kilograms of MD drugs. On the other hand, 50 kilograms of drugs were recovered from godown in Mumbai, while 2 people, including the kingpin of the cartel, was arrested. Singh further added that former Air India pilot who worked from 2016 to 18 was arrested in Jamnagar and has been identified as Shoail Ghaffar. The probe also revealed that both the seizures worth rupees 120 crore have command linkage. Notably, NCB seized 200 kilograms of ganja worth rupees 4 crore in Mumbai on September. In an earlier raid, NCB arrested a 24-year-old gym trainer and drug smuggler named Shubham Bhagat from Ghatkopar area of Mumbai on August 27. Court had sent Shubham to NCB custody for 2 days. NCB also added that many people associated with Shubham will be arrested soon.
एक सूचना पर कार्रवाई करते हुए एनसीबी ने मुंबई स्थित एसबी पथ एरिया के एक गोदाम से छुपाए गए लगभग 50 किलोग्राम एमडी ड्रग्स बरामद किए हैं। यह नेटवर्क एक कार्टेल द्वारा चलाया जा रहा था। हमने कार्टेल के सरगना सहित 2 लोगों को गिरफ्तार किया है। दोनों विभागों ने 3 अक्टूबर को गुजरात के जामनगर क्षेत्र में कार्टेल के 4 सक्रिय सदस्य।
Noida has been rocked by 2 separate encounters on Thursday and Friday, where Uttar Pradesh police have arrested 2 persons. The first encounter occurred on Thursday late night when a chain and mobile phone snatcher with a dozens cases against him named Harjeet from Ghaziabad was arrested while absconding partner is under search. Assistant Deputy Commissioner of Police Noida, Ashutosh Dwivedi, stated that when police started chasing him, the miscreant opened fire and got injured in away. The CB said that the ran away, and an encounter took place as the suspect opened fire at police but got arrested while being injured.
21 अभियोगों के अलावा 2 अभियोगों में ये थाना सेक्टर 20 से ही वांछित है, जो चैन स्नैची के हैं, और इसके पास से एक मोटरसाइकिल बरामद हुई है जो फेज 3 से चोरी गई है। इसके पास से एक मोटरसाइकिल के अलावा एक तमंचा और 3 कारतूस बरामद हुए हैं। अन्य अभियोगों की जानकारी की जा रही है। बुद्ध मार्केट के पास चेकिंग के दौरान एक संदिग्ध व्यक्ति को रोकने का प्रयास किया गया जो भागा, और चौकी प्रभारी ब्रह्मपुत्रा भट्टा और 18 द्वारा इसका पीछा किया गया। यहाँ फिल्म सिटी के पास निर्माणाधीन बिल्डिंग है, बिजली घर है, इसके पास इससे मुठभेड़ हुई है, इसके द्वारा पुलिस पर फायर किया गया। डबल फायर में
In an unfortunate incident on Friday, a soldier of the Border Security Force was injured in an improvised explosive device blast on Kanker district of Chhattisgarh. The blast is suspected to have been triggered by Naxalites. The incident occurred when a team of BSF personnel evacuating an ailing colleague of our team. The injured BSF Jawan has been shifted to a local hospital and his condition is out of danger. Furthermore, security forces have recovered 2 live IEDs from the area and a search operation is still underway. The Varanasi court on Friday deferred the hearing on the plea seeking carbon dating or scientific investigation of the structure found inside Gyanvapi mosque, which the Hindu side claimed to be a shivling, to October 11. The Anjuman Intizamiya Committee's arguments will be heard by the Varanasi court on October 11, and thereafter the court will pronounce its order on the matter. The matter will now be heard on October 11. The bench of Varanasi District Judge Ajay Krishna Vishwesh delivered the order. Earlier on September 29, the court had reserved the order in the Gyanvapi Mosque Shri Ghar Kauri case after hearing both sides' arguments.
कोर्ट ने आज यही हमसे क्लैरिफिकेशन मांगा कि ये जो शिवलिंग बरामद हुआ है इसका पार्ट है कि नहीं है, पहली बात, और क्या कार्बन डेटिंग और ऐसा साइंटिफिक इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया जा सकता है। तो उसके लिए हमने दोनों क्लैरिफिकेशन दिए कि हमने शिवलिंग को क्षति पहुंचाने की कोई बात नहीं कही है। शिवलिंग के इर्द गिर्द के जितना एरिया है उसकी कार्बन डेटिंग की मांग की है, और शिवलिंग को
In a horrifying incident on Friday, a 19-year-old girl was set ablaze by an already married man for refusing to marry him in Dumka district of Rajasthan. The accused has been identified as Rajesh Rawat and has been arrested by police. The girl has been referred to Ranchi Hospital and hails from Balki village in Jarmuti area of Dumka district in Rajasthan. Deputy Superintendent of Police Jarmundi Shivendra Thakur said that the victim was attacked while in sleep by a man known to her and the accused is already married. The victim and her family members were against the marriage. Notably, on August 23, a class 12 girl named Ankita was burnt alive while sleeping for rejecting a marriage proposal in Dumka. Rajasthan Mukti Morcha MP Vijay Hansa assured an immediate investigation into the matter and said that the administration has worked very efficiently in previous incidents as well.
अभी तक तो ये पता चला है कि एक लड़की थी जो इसमें भरतपुर में है, वो सोई हुई थी, उसको कोई नॉन लड़का मतलब जेंट को जानती थी, तो वो जला दिया। अभी उसको यहाँ से रेफ़र किया गया है रांची, आगे का आगे अनुसंधान जारी है। इन लोगों का पहले से जान पहचान था, शादी के लिए बोला था, शादी के लिए ये लोग तैयार नहीं थे घर वाले, तो बोल रहा था कि
In another unfortunate incident, 2 Indian Army personnel, including a junior commissioned officer, lost their lives on Friday as a T-90 tank's barrel exploded during annual field exercise in Babina cantonment near Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh. A court of inquiry has been ordered to investigate the matter. Following the explosion, immediate medical assistance was provided to the 3 crew members of the T-90 tank. The commander and the gunner lost their lives due to extreme burn injuries. The driver is currently undergoing treatment and is out of danger. Indian Army has expressed deepest condolences to the bereaved families of the soldiers who lost their lives in the accident. As a part of an indigenous research and development program, Indian Institute of Technology Guwahati has constructed a 3D printed sentry post for the Indian Army on Thursday at IIT Guwahati campus, Assam. Notably, a memorandum of understanding was signed between the Eastern Army Command and IIT Guwahati earlier in July on developing cost-effective defense infrastructure, and this initiative was a part of the same memorandum of understanding. The new modular 3D printed sentry post was handed over to the Indian Army by IIT authorities during an event held in IIT Guwahati campus, and it reflects the Indian Army's effort in supporting modern technologies for defense upgradation in collaboration with premier academic institutions of the country. The 3D printed sentry post is capable of withstanding extreme weather conditions of Indian terrain and can be utilized in border areas. A Defense Public Relations Officer and Lieutenant Colonel Mahendra Rawat stated that the construction time will be only 24 hours for an engineer, and 3D printing technology can be an alternative to conventional construction methods, which has many limitations. The Royal Swedish Academy on Friday jointly awarded the 2022 Nobel Peace Prize to human rights advocate Ales Bialyatsky from Belarus, along with the Russian Human Rights Organization Memorial and the Ukrainian Human Rights Organization Center for Civil Liberties. The official Twitter handle of the Nobel Prize stated that the Nobel Peace Prize laureates represent civil societies in their home countries, and for many years they promoted the right to criticize power and protect the fundamental rights of citizens. Leaders from Ukraine, Britain and Turkey joined their European Union counterparts on Thursday for an inaugural summit of the European political community that showed Russia's isolation over its war on its neighbors. Around 44 nations, except Russia and Belarus, gathered at the Grand Prague Castle complex with an aim to share a common reading of the situation affecting Europe and also to build a common strategy. The group was a brainchild of French President Emmanuel Macron and includes 27 members of the European nation, 17 other nations. Notably, the summit featured an opening ceremony followed by a series of meetings where leaders discussed the key challenges Europe faces, like security, energy, climate economy and migration. Viewers, that's all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.
अरे तूने अभी तक कुछ किया ही नहीं।
अरे ये तो लो क्वालिटी टंकी है।
होशियारी मत दिखाओ, दुकानदार ने 5 साल की गारंटी दी है।
अरे 5 साल छोड़िए, इसका पानी पियेंगे ना तो बहुत जल्दी हम लोग पहुंचेंगे। अंदर का सरफेस प्लेन, स्मूथ और प्योर व्हाइट भी नहीं है। आप एक काम क्यों नहीं करते, निप्को ताज का एक टंकी लगा लीजिए।
लेक्चर बंद करो, लगाओ।
मरने दो बुड्ढे को, मेरा क्या